So, children, even grown children, can be so brutally honest and rude and inconsiderate of your feelings. I held that child in my womb for 7 months with her twin sister. She's almost 23 years old, private school, 4-year college education, closed, fed, car, never wanted for anything. Mama, when you cut your hair and when you put a hat on, you look like Billy Bob Thornton's greasy-headed son off of Landman. Well, Morgan, I'm going out to plant strawberries in the mud and the water. Was I supposed to put on a full face and fix my hair? Just all you do for them, and then they just shoot you down. All right. Wasn't supposed to rain last night. Wasn't supposed to rain until tonight. 7 o'clock last night it started raining. I think it rained all night. It didn't stop till about 8 this morning. It wasn't heavy rain. It was just rain. So let me show you what I got. So here's what we're dealing with. I've already hoed these out one time. I've already shoveled these out one time, and they keep blocking up and holding water. I don't know if we don't have enough of a slant, or I didn't do my, I can tell you, I know I didn't do my ditches good. So everywhere that you see the little piles of hay already has strawberries. These back rows are where the new strawberries are going, but I gotta get this water out. It's already gonna be muddy. I mean, this is the muddy season. That's what I've decided to start calling this time of year. The muddy season, because it's just yuck. So I gotta get this out, and then I can put my plugs in. But let me ask you this. I was working with my red hoe here, but it's getting loose on the end, so I went to see if we had another hoe. Why is this hoe taller than me? Like, this is not my hoe. I don't know where this hoe came from. I don't know whose hoe this is. It's taller than me. But I'm going to attempt to use it, and then I got my shovel. So I'll come back with y'all when I get everything planted. This is really more for my benefit, so I can remember what went in the ground where. So I had a short row last time. It's going to be row 1, 2, 3, 4. Row 4, and that is skipping a row in between. I'm going to finish out row 4 with these and then start row 5. I've got 25 of these. These are what you call slips or plugs or whatever. Strawberry slips, plugs, whatever you want to call them. Starting out with 25 of the Albion on finishing out row 4 and going into row 5. All right, 25 Flavor Fest are going to go in on row 7. I'm going to tell you, some of those that I just planted, they were so tiny and so spriggly and skimpy. On some of them, I put 2 to a hole. I mean, there's strawberries fixing to learn a hard lesson out here, because we are strictly we're going to put you on the ground, and it's survival's up to you. Now, we'll, do some fungicide. We'll do some pesticide to keep the bugs off and stuff. I will throw some hay on top of them until probably March, But other than that, you're kind of on your own. We have put up electric fencing. Just did that this weekend. We've had a little bit of deer pressure, but it's so windy. Like, you can see if our deer are coming from back there, we've got a small food plot back there that it's not hunting. It's just really hoping to keep them back there. But then you see, you don't get any green until you get back up here to our garden. So, until things better themselves as far as grass and food, hopefully we can keep them on the back side back there. But we did go on and put a fence up around the garden, because it won't be long. I'll be adding lettuce, some broccoli, and things like this to this patch. It is not currently on. Let's see, we just got it. I think we did it on Saturday, and maybe worked on it some on Sunday. And it needs a full 3 days of sun. or I guess, y'all, the temperatures are great out here, but do you hear the wind? If I can see them, there goes 2 deer. I don't know if you can see them. They're actually kind of in the woods, but anyway. It needs some charging time. It needs a good 3 days of charging, so we haven't even tested it yet. We may test it on Saturday, and that'll be almost a full week that it's been out getting sunlight. Just because I tend to be a told you so person, I've been telling Greg that this limb right here and that one right there are going to be the next ones to break and fall in the next storm and go on the roof of the shed. You can see, I don't know if you can see, this is all orange, and I don't know what that means. I'm not a tree person, but I know every limb that has fallen out of this tree has been orange. So I'm documenting this so I can say I did tell him that this was going to happen, and he has a pole saw and a ladder, and these could have already come down. All right, last row in this patch is going to be these 25 Chandlers. The ones I just did, and these I will put closer together. Our first ones we spaced out very generously, which was unnecessary, and I don't want to have to go into the second patch since I'm planning on doing some lettuce and broccoli and things like that. So I'm going to put these a little closer together to get them all in one row. All right, so I'm done. It's 115 mounds out here. These last ones that I planted, the last 2 bunchings looked really good. The first round that I did were very skimpy. They were very tiny. They seemed very dry. I did put on a couple of those two plugs per hole just because they looked really wimpy. So I'm going to say all in all, we're probably 120 to 120 plants. So probably going to go through here where some of the older hay is and put some more hay down. Y'all, I had to come out of the sweatshirt. I honestly could probably put on a pair of shorts today. It is quite warm. It is unseasonably warm. Today is January 30th. I think we are expecting some storms this afternoon. It is mega windy. I mean, it's just stupid windy. I mean, my hay is blowing away. Anyway, this is my first time to plant strawberries. You've been hearing me talk about it for a while. Now they are all officially in the ground, and it's just a wait and see. I know enough to say I don't know anything. You can watch all the YouTube videos you want. You can read all the articles you want. You can check the almanacs and things like that. But until you get out and actually do it, it's a trial and error kind of thing. You just gotta try. You know, if you sit around living in fear your whole life, you may not ever get anywhere. And don't get me wrong, I'm not going jumping out of planes or trying eggs or anything. But I don't like eggs, by the way. If you saw our unboxing on the last snack box Morgan gets, it was fried egg, potato chips in it. It was awful. So, you know, I may not get a single strawberry. I don't know. What have I wasted? Some of my time and maybe $130, something like that. Maybe $150. I don't know. I didn't blow a whole paycheck or anything on it, you know. So if you don't try, you never know. Maybe these will do great. Maybe I can sell some strawberries. You know, we'll just see. You got to learn what you like. You know, if you're new to our channel, I do work full time for our state. I've got 28 years in with the state. I'm in year 29. I'm hoping to do 30 and then come home. My age will play a factor in that because I'll technically be too young. Now, I'm not too young, but, you know, I'm not at that magic window of getting any Social Security or anything like that, far from it. But, you know, I've got my years in, and we have a disabled daughter who is with a sitter every day, who is a godsend. She's been with her since she was a year old, and I couldn't ask for a better person for her to be with on a daily basis. Part of who Macy is today is because of the lady that she stays with every day, and I just thank God every day for putting her in our path. But, you know, Macy's almost 23 years old. She's ready to be at home every day. I'm ready to be at home, and things like this that can help supplement a retirement check, that's what I'm looking to do. I'm looking to, once, you know, your retirement check and your paycheck are never the same thing. So, a lot of people retire and have to go back to work just to cover their insurance. If I go back to work, it's going to be right here at my home. It's going to be doing things like growing and selling strawberries, growing and selling pumpkins. I've got some other things in mind for this spring that I'm going to do a trial run on and see how it works and decide if I want to add that to a business, so to speak. Anyway, I'm learning as I try. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So, stick around. Come June, maybe we'll have a great strawberry patch. Who knows? We'll see. It's not going to hurt me to put them in the ground and play in the dirt a little while and see what happens. So, thanks for watching. Y'all please hit the subscribe button and tell your friends and stick around. You know, this starts as a reselling channel, and of course you see my what solds, and you see me going and thrifting and doing some estate sales and some auctions and some storage cleanouts. But this is the other part of my life, and one of my videos I talked about multiple streams of income. You know, I've got a full-time job, my husband has a full-time job. If I'm doing resale and if I'm growing strawberries and pumpkins, you know, that's a good comfort level for me. So I feel good about that. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope y'all will come back. Hope you'll hit the subscribe button, and see you next time.